Hey, it's Scotty. What if you see someone online treating an animal badly? Whether it's a YouTube video or it's a post on some other social media or somewhere on the internet, you see someone treating an animal badly. What should you do? What can you do? And should you confront them? Let's talk about it. So first off, if you see something that isn't right, something that you don't feel good about, something where someone's putting an animal in danger or hurting an animal, then you should report it. Most social media, especially YouTube and other platforms like that host videos, they have the ability for you to flag that content. You can report it and someone should look at it. Now, unfortunately, some of this animal cruelty or things like that may not actually be illegal. There are a lot of videos of animals being fed to other animals as food, and as far as I know, it's not necessarily illegal. Same thing might go with hunting videos and things like that, but that doesn't necessarily make it right. There are plenty of things that may or may not be illegal, but are immoral or unethical or that just are disturbing. So what can you do about it? And what should you do about it? And what are the considerations that we should have? Now, I don't have all the answers, but I do have some thoughts and some ideas, but I want the comment section to be a place for constructive and civil discussion about this idea. So when it comes to animal rescue, I've been in a situation numerous times where the person was doing something that was very upsetting and the animal was still potentially in danger. So there have been situations where people were showing aggressive behavior towards animals while at the same time asking for those animals to be surrendered. And if you've watched this channel long enough, then you might recall some of those situations. And the most important thing when an animal is still in danger, especially from a rescue standpoint, is not to upset the person that you are trying to get the animal away from. Because obviously, if they are willing to relinquish them to you, then the primary concern should be getting those animals to safety. So there have been a number of occasions where I wanted to tell the person how I felt, but until I had those animals safely in my custody, I didn't want to do anything to disturb them. And then once that animal is in your custody, is safe, you got to ask yourself, well, what constructive, what would the benefit be of telling someone how you feel, especially if you're coming at it with anger or with some negative or confrontational attitude? And I really don't think there is any. There have been many times at the rescue, especially when I first started out, where I got upset because of the way certain people treated the animals or the attitudes that they showed towards the animals. And what I learned from Saskia was that you do catch more flies with honey than you do with you know what. And what she would say is, you know, if you make someone angry or upset or offended, especially if they are there either to surrender or to adopt, and you drive them away, then they're just going to go to a pet shop, or if it's in the case of a surrender, maybe they're just going to dump those animals somewhere. So you want to approach the person, the situation with patience and kindness, even if it goes against everything that you stand for, that you believe, everything that you feel. You've got to try to take a breath and not let your emotions get the better of you, especially in a situation where there is an animal in danger. I understand that when you watch a video where you see an animal being hurt or something bad is happening, how powerless you can feel, and how maybe the only thing that you can do is flag that video and report it, and it just doesn't feel like anything is really going to be done about it. I understand how upsetting and powerless that makes you feel. But what can we do? Should you comment on the video? Should you, or can you report it to the authorities, to say like animal control, or to the police or the FBI? There have been a number of situations where a group of people had been messaging me, and all of us were trying to figure out, where was this happening? Who was this person? How could we report them? How could we get the authorities involved? How could we maybe get a family member involved? When it comes to animal cruelty and things like that, they can be a sign of future, and a predictor of future violence. And it's not to say that the violence perpetrated against animals is upsetting enough, but the fact that it might be a predictor of even more violence, either towards animals or towards people, that just makes it even worse. But if you come at somebody and you're angry, or you are create a situation where they become defensive, is that going to get the result that you want? And if you reach out and you comment, or you put yourself out there, is that going to put you in danger as well? Now, in a situation where you actually have the ability to confront the person in real life, physically, whether you say, I'll just take this animal, and they agree to that. I've been in situations where there was somebody abusing animals, and I was able to get one of those animals away from them, and I had to meet them. And of course, I met them in a public place, and maybe I was in a little bit of danger, and maybe that's an acceptable risk that I'm willing to take. I have done a number of ridiculous things. I've hopped the fence where there was someone that was abusing animals, and tried to see if I could take those animals, and maybe I am perfectly willing to trespass in the name of helping animals, or put myself in danger. But you've got to know what you're getting into, whether or not it's worth it, and whether or not, if I would have gotten hurt, if something would have happened to me all those years ago when I put myself out there, then I would not have started this channel. I would not have been able to do the good through this channel, reaching people and helping animals worldwide. And so you got to ask yourself, is you pick your battles, right? Is this one situation worth the risk, worth taking you out of the game and making it so that you are not effective in the future? And you never know, someone may have a change of heart if you approach them with kindness. We need as many allies as we can get. You don't know what someone's going through. You don't know what is going on. And I don't have the answers to this. These are some suggestions. I don't know. Every situation is going to be completely unique. And so each situation should be treated with that certain level of caution. And when you are dealing with people that don't seem right, that are doing things that are upsetting, you don't know the whole story. And so you definitely need to be careful and approach the situation cautiously and without anger. So I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, have there been any situations that you've been in, or what do you think are some strategies going forward that we can utilize in order to help animals, whether it's on social media or in our own backyard. All right, until next time, thanks for watching.